Twitch.tv
And
slash
and we're live.
slash the adrenaline noise from Left 4 Dead.
Hey everybody, it's Magicast party. Maplebrook is here. What the fuck was that?
That's supposed to be saying "im," but I gave up after doing the high part.
Ah, I see.
Cool.
Well, hey everybody, it's time for more of your favorite Monster of the Week game on twitch.tv/magicabridged.
Perhaps the only one you watch.
Perhaps the only one you watch. We're
Who
not as good as that other one, but we're definitely better than that one.
Throwing real shade in the Monster of the Week Twitch community, are we?
I will submit this to the Monster of the Week Reddit under the drama tag.
Oh boy.
Hashtag drama. I'm starting it. That's the entire post.
Hey, I'm Soups. I'm the keeper. I do all of the characters that are not played by my friends, and I also do all the keeping of both house and home. And these are them.
I'm West. I'm Swissy.
I'm West. I play Swissy.
I'm Swissy, and I play West. He's the guy with the glasses you see there. He's
Oh, I love that website.
The guy with the glasses.
What? All right. Anyway, that's who I am.
That is who you are. I'm Boko. I play Adva. She's the one with the big trident in the center. She's the most powerful character in all of Maple.
And all of Duel Monsters.
All of Duel World. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There are no more characters.
There are no more facts.
About anything. Those were the only two
anything.
facts.
Those are the only two in the entire world. I play Connor. I shoot things with a gun sometimes.
It's great. Okay,
We
so
can get Connor a minigun.
Sorry if I disappeared for a second there. It was because I stood up to turn off my fan. Because when I'm tired.
That shit.
Hey, Swissy is subscribed for 22 months. Thank you, Swissy.
22 months.
22
years,
months.
Pog champ.
Almost 2 years.
Poggers.
Almost.
Poggers.
Yep. So yeah, that's the that's all the players. If I disappeared for a second, it's because when I was listening to the last one, I could hear my fan the whole time and it was bothering me. So I've turned off my fan, which has essentially put me on the I'm going to fucking die of heat exhaustion clock. So let's get going.
Well, that's why we started late, so you could have a little time.
To have a little bit more time to cool down. So last week,
for no other reasons.
Nope, 2 weeks ago on Maplebrook, the conclusion of the car crash arc finally happened. Adva teleported to the ground, avoiding certain death. West's sister, Pacific, was knocked out. Lizzie had a little, blood addiction thing happen, but she didn't drink any of her girlfriend's blood, so that worked out. Connor received some text messages and did some investigating. Found out that what they're looking for is probably a werewolf, and it had a scrap of Jeffany's clothing on it, which matched the clothing that the scrap of clothing from the previous find at Dracula's Manor. They all took an Uber back to Connor's manor. Connor stayed up and did some raiding, and at way stupid early in the morning, his mother came home with Benson, and Connor is now suspicious of his mother and suspects she is hiding something. Because she told Benson not to tell anybody about the place they were. So then it reached morning. They were going to try to take Pacific to a hospital, and Pacific said no thanks, and then vanished into thin air and left. And you all went back to the school to hit the books. So that's where we are now. West, I believe you were about to hit the books, and Nigel was also going to help you hit the books, and Adva and Connor are also
beat up the
here.
local librarian.
Was I?
That's what I thought you were going to do.
It probably was. Let's hit the books.
Yeah,
Nigel.
you and Nigel make your way into the library. I think you have to make a roll about that if you want to learn something, but I don't remember.
I'll take a look if you want to keep going with everybody else.
Yeah. What are the other two of you doing?
What day is it?
I believe
Let me look.
I believe I've said it's like Sunday because the wedding would have taken place on a weekend, and this was not a school day.
So just so you know, I don't have to roll for it. Whenever I hit the books, I take +1 forward to investigate a mystery, so long as historical or reference works are appropriate.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
Well, yeah,
Sure.
I'm hitting the books, so I get that.
All
Tell
right.
me what I want to know.
Do you want to roll?
It's
Wes
just a
punches
thing I
the
do
book.
and automatically get. So
Yeah. Do you want?
if
I mean,
I hit the books.
do you want to roll to investigate a mystery?
For what?
To see if you can do anything with the information you have, or are you just gonna wait on it? I mean, that's fine.
Oh, I see. It says take +1 forward to investigate a mystery, so I assume that's like during the actual like confrontation. Like if I
Okay.
reference what I've learned, I get +1 forward and investigate a mystery.
Okay. Would you like
But
to
I
know?
mean, I'll take it now. I don't care.
Okay. How about that? How about I just tell you what you've learned then? How's that?
Sure, give me that.
So you aren't able to get anything you didn't really like know before because werewolves are, especially in this town, fairly common. But you did learn that werewolves are pretty strong like all the time, but especially at night and especially when exposed to direct moonlight, they get a buff. They're able to transform at will between their more humanoid forms and their larger, more powerful wolf forms. So like that's something they can just like pop back and forth between.
Mm-hmm.
And werewolves are weak to silver. That's the
Yeah.
specific thing you need to be able to like kill them, but you can also use it to like, restrain or block them.
Because I imagine we
Right.
don't want to kill whoever it is.
Possibly not.
They're
That's up to you, I
probably,
suppose.
Person.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll have to find out first.
So yeah, Connor and Adva, are you doing anything? Or are you two just kind of hanging out in the base while
Nope.
West and Nigel go through the library?
I was not good at studying or reading.
Fair,
Connor is asleep.
because he got 2 hours of sleep the previous night.
Yep.
Stayed
Don't
up
blame
too
him.
late raiding, like a fool. All right.
Needed that sick rare drop.
Like the team mom he is, Nigel throws a blanket over you and then kind of like turns to Adva and West and goes like, "Well, I mean that wasn't a particularly fruitful investigation, but we found more or less what we were expecting to find, I think. I'll reach out to some of my contacts, see if I can find anything important. You kids should probably get back to just hanging out or investigating or whatever it is you do. And if you would like some direction, I would suggest either checking in with Hank and them to see if they've got any more information, or check in with the Lupons to see if they've found anything, because it's one of their kids that went missing. So if you want to pop by the
All right, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
That sounds like a horrible idea. We're gonna talk to the people Nigel mentioned.
yeah, if you want
Fair
to
enough.
if you want to swing by Moonlight Run, that'll probably be where I mean they're not open
Yeah, I
at the
was gonna say, where
because it's morning.
Where are they? Because I don't have their phone number. Connor probably has one
What
of their
did-
phone numbers, right?
What did Josh say I was wearing last week, by the way? Because I borrowed some of Connor's clothes.
The green suit.
No, it was a Bob Ross Painting the Galaxy shirt.
Oh God, yeah. So I'm still wearing that because I haven't stopped at the stores yet.
Correct. I would, unless that's a new
We
look
need to
you're
get
going
used to
for,
that.
I would also say you might want to fix that. And I guess is Advo still wearing her same dress from the previous night, or is she wearing also Connor's probably way too big for her clothes?
I definitely didn't borrow clothes from him. She would never do that.
Also, Adva's taller than Connor.
Ah, that's fair enough.
So she is. I don't know if I ever qualified her height,
I don't think we have.
but here we are.
If you look at the art, she's actually standing slightly behind them, which is why the things like that. Anyway,
Yeah. all around the same
so yeah, I guess the. All right, so I guess you're gonna split up and search for clues, while Connor just takes a
No,
nap.
we
I
are
was
going
mostly
to-
joking.
We're going to stay together and search for clues.
Yeah, because I hate explaining shit. So, them being there to hear the things we find out is more efficient.
All right, I'm gonna just take a quick little breakfast break, and I'll let you know if I see anything or hear anything. And he moves into the kitchen area and starts making pancakes or some shit.
Of the
Awesome.
library?
of the
To
secret
the
underground base.
Of the hideout.
Oh, that type of library.
What?
Yeah, you weren't like in the
I don't know
you weren't
why
in
I-
the school's library. You were in your lore library.
I don't know why. I was thinking we were in the school's library.
No, we were in the secret base.
In the secret
So we went to
library.
the lore library, which is one of my
The lore
havens.
library.
Library. Yep.
Library.
So yeah, what do you want to do?
I guess we could go get changed up and then meet back up and go
Yeah,
to one
sure.
of the places.
Mm-hmm.
So let's.
All right.
let's
Well,
oh wait.
I guess we'll head
What about
to the school.
what about Connor? I mean, he's kind of out.
Do you have a marker?
Just pulls out a marker.
I draw a Dracula mustache on Connor's face.
Let me just add that to the picture here.
I was going to do curly one, but
What is
that's
Dracula's
not the type of
mustache?
one that Dracula has.
No,
in
he's
this
just got big
cannot.
old bushy mustache. He's got the dad
Oh
stash.
fuck,
The dad.
this is hard.
All right, so after pranking your sleeping friend, the two of you go back to your individual dorms, I suppose.
Finally, gray sweater vest.
All right, when you get back to your dorm, Rad's
Oh
actually
wait, no, it's not. It's winter clothes. Fuck.
Yeah. Rad's actually like chilling in your room, in your shared room, throwing a ball back and forth between his two hands and staring at it transfixed. And when you enter the room, he's like, "Oh hey, Wes, it's you. Hey, someone came looking for you earlier."
Who?
I didn't get the name, but she was like wearing a long brown trench coat, and she had one of those like gangster hats, and it had like a piece of paper in it or something. It said like, I don't know, Zess, Spess. I don't know, remember. She was asking where you were, but I didn't know, so I told her that I didn't know because I didn't know. And she left this for you, and he just like Ninja Star throws a card at you.
Had it been folded into a ninja star?
No, it's just like a
Aw.
business card.
Brad isn't that talented.
Can I roll
see.
to catch it between my fingers,
Sure.
like a cool guy?
Roll act under pressure, I guess.
Oh hell yeah! I get to roll sharp for that.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, you succeeded.
Nice.
You catch it
What's it say?
perfectly. It says Stacy Veers, MU Gazette, which you know is the school's like student newspaper.
Another Stacy. Awesome.
This is also not
God.
either of the Stacys that you know. It's a different
Excellent.
Is it just a name and the occupation, or is there a number?
one. There's an email address on it.
What's her email address?
I don't
Wouldn't
have
you
a
like
computer.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I have a flip phone. What am I to do with this?
It's an email.
Hey Rad, do you have a smartphone?
Oh yeah, he pulls out his fucking Samsung Galaxy whatever.
Wes looks at it for a second, gets confused, and gives him back the card. Hey, can you just like send her an email and say like, here's my phone number, yada yada.
Oh yeah, sure. Hold up. How many emojis do you want me to put in there?
Preferably none.
But like if you
Have
had
you ever
to-
sent an
it-
email, Rad?
Yeah, I send emails all the time. Rad says lying.
All right.
He lied, and
No.
you know about it. But yeah,
Yes,
he's
I
like,
know
all right,
that.
I'll get that sent on the double, and he types something in his phone, and then after a couple moments, you hear what sounds like Tetris music coming from his phone. So you suspect he has gotten distracted.
Did you do the thing?
What you doing there?
Oh
bud?
yeah, totally, yeah. So the Tetris music stops, and then you type something, and then the Tetris music starts again. Got it.
Is he lying to me?
Nah,
Okay.
he did it.
Cool.
He just wanted to play Tetris.
Congratulations.
All right.
I can
I
sympathize
changed
with
it.
that.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Down.
Yep. So you change
Change
back.
clothes.
Da-da-dun.
Try to ignore that for now.
Da-dun, dun, dun,
Just try to
dun,
think
dun.
about that. Yeah. So Adva, as you go back to your room, You are, walking down the hallway, still kind of like favoring one leg and
Yeah.
holding your side after your various car crash related injuries. And
Yeah.
as you make your way to your room, you see like the other end of the hallway. She's not like specifically looking in your direction. She's kind of pacing. But you see Stacy. Your Stacy.
Which one? My Stacy?
You're Stacy.
The one that took you
Oh.
out on a date.
Oh, that one.
And,
Gacy.
and gave you a scarf.
Oh yeah. What month is it? November?
Yes,
It's like December, or is it November?
it's November, like late November. I think I said.
Cool.
Oh, so like, where is she in relation to where I'm going?
Your dorm room is between between the two of you. She's like kind of pacing at the end of the hallway, not specifically looking in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
Well, I guess
carrying a
I'll go-
bag.
A bag?
A bag.
I'm gonna walk up.
Big.
I'm gonna walk up behind her. I don't want her to notice.
I'm gonna just
And snap her
gonna
neck.
get up in there.
Fucking
Oh
kill
no! Wait, no, never mind. It's fine.
Okay.
I thought my clicks were gone on my sheet.
What are you gonna do?
Whoa. I'm going to walk up behind her. Say,
Sneaky.
What's wrong? But I feel you're pacing. What's up? Or something like that.
You're
I-
pacing. What's up? What's good?
She
her.
jumps.
What's poppin'?
She jumps,
Yeah.
dropping the bag that she was holding, and spins around in a panic, and goes, "Oh, Adva, it's you.
Fine.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
I know. I do that.
I was looking for she looks kind of like nervous, and she's not making eye contact with you, and she's like, I was looking for you actually, and then like as she actually looks at you and sees that you're bandaged up and very clearly injured, she does that oh my god something happened pose where she puts both hands in front of her face.
She does the Home Alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin. Yeah.
The Macaulay Culkin.
The Colk.
The Coke.
She's like, oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure? That looks pretty bad.
That was a lie.
I've had worse.
I'm not there.
This does not calm her.
I've been injured more grievously. I'll have you know.
And I have injured others more grievously.
Yeah, she kind of like grabs your arm and is like, oh my god, do you need to like see the nurse? I can take you down there.
Nurse, I've been in a car accident.
I was in a car accident yesterday, nurse. What do you have? I got this bag of frozen bees. Perfect.
Frozen bees?
I've got
said peas.
I've got ibuprofen.
But also, there are definitely bags of frozen beans.
I
Like
said
string
bees.
beans.
I said
Oh, what?
bees.
Where the hell did you get bees from?
That's what I heard as
Bees.
well.
Bees.
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 Why are y'all
bees.
fucking talking about bees all the time?
Bees?
Yeah,
just a
so
thing.
she
It's good to fuck
she
bees.
has offered to take you to the nurse's office.
To the
Nah,
Nerf gun
nah.
office.
It's nerve for nothing.
Nerf's
The
office.
Nerfer's office is a different thing, run by the Nerf Club.
That's
now
what
You
exists,
walk
I
in, and
guess.
you're immediately pelted by foam darts.
This sounds like a club Connor would be in.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I just had
If
like
it
an
exists,
idea.
he's in it.
I'll talk about it later.
But she's like, no, it's fine. It's just a bit of a scrape.
She looks like she wants to say something, but then she like catches herself seeing that you clearly don't want to talk about it, I guess. And she looks a little sad. And she's
Oh,
like,
no.
"Oh, okay.
My relationship points are going down.
I was
Stacy
just,
will remember this.
I was
Well, she was all like, I'm worried, and you're like,
It'll be fine.
Don't worry about it.
she
Don't worry about it.
sounds like not your fucking problem, you know?
You mook.
Yeah, she kind of like takes a step away from you and looks down a little dejected. She's like, "Okay, if you're sure. I was just coming to check up on you because I didn't see you come back last night."
Wait.
Yeah, the wedding went a
She
little long,
watches
so
you.
I stayed at Connor's place because I didn't want to drive home at 3 a.m.
She kind of like she reacts a little bit when you mention staying overnight at Connor's place. But she just kind of like looks back up at you with a smile. Is like, okay, well, I just want to make sure you're okay. Let me know if you need anything.
She
I
thinks
will
you're
do.
getting it on with Connor. Hell yeah.
And
You're
she,
welcome.
yep, and she
Just wanna
she
make sure
starts
about
to
that.
walk away.
Thanks, I said behind her, like kind of quietly.
She
Uh,
she goes.
She does not stop.
Yeah, she keeps walking.
You don't stop.
Like she looks like she hesitates like once or twice, but she keeps walking. And you notice that she forgot her bag.
Uh oh.
Conflict. Take it. It's yours now.
I pick up her bag.
By the laws of maritime salvage.
I guess I'm gonna do the run after dash and tap her on the shoulder. Forgot your bag.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you run up. She kind of like jumps as you and tenses up as you like poke her in the shoulder. And she turns around
I know
and
I
she
do that.
she sees the bag and she's like, "Oh, thanks." And she kind of blushes and quickly takes it from you and goes, "I'll see you later." And then she runs off.
Hi.
Imagine not even
You-
looking inside the bag.
I was not that horrible of a person.
That's just a natural thing to do, man.
I would look in the bag.
I would totally look in the bag. You fucking kidding me?
Got to see what they're up to.
Yep. Both of you are fucking snoopers. Always
Snoop
snooping.
Dogg.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
yep. That happens. Connor, I should have gone over this with you earlier probably. But
Yep.
I guess while you're fucking
Hang on, we can wing it. We can fly.
yeah, while you're in dreamland about you know, just kind of napping on the couch, kind of a memory passes by you, like you remember something from the previous night while you were raiding. And you were playing your MMO, and unsurprisingly, all of your guild mates were online. Firelord and Yonder were off doing duos somewhere, but you and Candy were just kind of hanging around the new guild hall. She was decorating. I don't know what you were up to.
I was periodically picking up and then like rotating a table slightly, setting it down, and then stepping back and staring at it, and then like doing that process again. The table slightly different each time.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. As you do this for about the 7th or 8th time, you kind of look over at your screen and you see that Candy was working like pretty hard on something for a bit, and then she just sort of like stopped for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Called being AFK.
Is she okay. Oh, is the ball in my court?
Yeah, go for it.
Is she dead?
You did all okay.
I forgot. Did we establish other voice comms in this, or am I typing everything?
I think you said that I want to say that you said you do text chat.
All right, great. Then I'll use my gamer hands.
I think you said no.
to
Actually,
type.
no. You do have voice chat. I think you just don't. Yeah. Because you used voice chat
Connor
last
just
time.
doesn't use it.
Because when Pacific came to talk to you about not being who she said she was, she turned off her or you like turned off your microphone for a second, if I remember right.
When did
Right.
that happen?
Right.
Oh, that was one of the secret
Oh,
things.
you know.
Secret.
It's a
It doesn't
secret thing.
need to be a
My
secret
God.
anymore because you know about it. But yeah, that happened.
A little bit of a little secret there, you know.
Yep. So yeah, there's
I
a
could
there's
do
a
a
voice
secret
chat.
about
There's a voice chat should you choose to use it.
All right, great. I'm gonna start by being like, yeah, I feel like if I got the angle right, Candy, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I've just kind of been looking into some weird stuff. It's weird.
Oh, I love weird stuff. Give me the details. How weird are we talking?
It's
Spill the tea.
I mean, it's
sis.
probably just some like weird local thing. So I go to like I don't know. There's just some like weird stuff that happened with I think some kids from my school.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
are they okay? What happened?
Yeah, everyone's fine. It's just there was kind of an accident recently, and I don't know. It was weird.
Oh, was everyone okay?
Yeah, I think everyone was okay. There was these like other kids showed up, and they kind of say it like a big. She's like kind of like you can tell she's like trying to be a little bit cagey about it. Yeah, these other kids showed up and nobody got hurt, so.
Oh, dope. Some sort of heroes to the rescue.
Yeah.
Did they was there something Connor leans in physically in his Connor like leans in forwards in his chair as though like it's going to be more secretive even though this is over a headset.
Right.
Is like, are you under oath? Can you not? Are you in trouble? Blink twice if yes.
She kind of laughs. She's just like, no, it's probably not. I mean, you've probably never even heard of the place, so I don't. You know.
Not really. I haven't traveled very much. So, what's it called?
Why don't you do a manipulate someone roll?
Oh, good. I have like a -1 to that.
We'll see how willing
Excellent,
she is to
excellent.
talk to you.
Oh, sorry. It's a -2. Oh yeah.
All right. Well,
Hell
now,
yeah, dude.
now I have to open the rules and find out what that means because I don't remember.
I rolled an 11, baby.
Shit. Where's my monster of the week reference files? There we go. Okay, for manipulate someone on a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. Okay. So she's like, okay, but promise you won't tell anybody.
I swear, I'm really good at keeping secrets. I kept the secret from one of my friends for so long. I once tackled him about it, like, because he was about to find out. Turned out to not be relevant at that point, but trust me. Oh, it's like
She's like, well,
locked.
so I go to school in this like small Minnesota town. Probably haven't heard of it. It's called Maplebrook.
Connor disconnects.
No! No! That's so much worse! You idiot! That's
He
worse
just
than what I did in the theater!
Instantly logs off.
Oh my god! You fucking idiot!
I want to say this is when he like logged off and then walked downstairs and it made a fool of himself in front of his mother.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you're thinking about that, I guess.
Yeah, if he wasn't so tired, he probably would have told somebody.
Yeah, so that happens to you in your dreams. So West, as you're changing and getting ready to head back out to meet up with Adva, with
Deku, yeah.
and possibly Connor if he's awake. Rad has at this point fucked off to do some skateboarding someplace.
Some rad stuff.
He left his phone on the bed, still playing Tetris music. So that's fun.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna pick that shit up.
Yeah, you look at his phone and he wasn't actually playing Tetris. He was just listening to Tetris music.
Gotcha. I'll go to
What a
his apps
legend.
and like see if he actually sent the email.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know how to operate a smartphone to the degree where you could check that?
You made yourself so technologically illiterate. It's hilarious.
How about you roll a sharp check about it? You're pretty smart.
All right, that's fair. Let me do that real quick. Hell yeah, dude.
It takes you a couple minutes, but you get there. In the process, you manage to somehow turn off the Tetris music, so you're like, oh, thank God, finally silence. And as you're enjoying that, and you make sure he sent the email, which he did, the email basically just said, like, hey, Wes, gave me his phone number to give to you. And then included the phone number. As you're like, okay, cool, he actually did send it. You swear you hear some whispering from somewhere in your room.
I would like to investigate that.
Sure. Why don't you roll to investigate a
What do I
mystery?
roll for that?
Investigate a mystery.
I forget. It's been a while.
Investigate a mystery is sharp.
Sweet, the thing I'm best at.
I don't know that this is particularly relevant. Yeah, you find it now. I don't know. Okay, so the questions you can ask are, and you get to ask 2 of them. So, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? I think only like 2 of those.
Concealed?
Yeah, only like 2 of those are relevant. So I'll tell you. You look around your room and you check. Where did you put that book that Connor gave you?
It is in my personal bag.
You go over to your bag near the bed and you pull it out, and that is what is making the whispering noise.
Oh shit, dude.
What up?
I tentatively opened the book.
All right, you opening it?
Wait. No. Wait. I locked the door.
Okay. You very quickly go over.
And then I opened the book.
You open the book and the whispering stops.
Hello?
Hello?
No one answers.
Does saying hello do anything?
It does not.
I would
still have a
die.
second question, right?
Sure.
Are any of them relevant, you think?
Let me double check. I think what can it do would probably be relevant here, so I'll do that if you want.
What can it do?
All right, so you close the book and the whispering starts again. So you're like, okay, it's one of these. So you open it again. You just kind of like flip through a few of the pages randomly, trying to find something, like anything relevant. And you get to a certain page, and something catches your eye. A lot of this is in Latin, which you probably don't speak. But you notice on this one page, there's a couple of like different diagrams that are complete nonsense to you, and a phrase that's repeated in a couple of places that looks a lot like, I'm going to post this in the chat. This.
Ooh.
That is the phrase that is in the book several times.
Invisibilia autumn revelare.
So you say this out loud. You say this out loud, I assume.
Yes.
The book begins to glow, and suddenly your vision goes somewhere else. You don't know exactly where. But as you open up this book and say this phrase out loud, you see down a hallway, and your vision kind of zooms down towards the end of it and then turns sharply to the left, and you're looking into a cell. And inside that cell is what appears to be a werewolf in tattered maid's clothing. And in front of that cell is the back of Dracula's head. And I would like you to roll use magic for me real quick.
Okay. Let me finish typing this down, because I'm definitely taking note of this. This is some shit. What did you say to roll?
Use magic.
Okay.
So as you're watching this, you can't quite make out what Dracula's like saying. He's talking to somebody that you can't quite see. But he turns in your direction, and you're not sure whether or not he like sees you, but he doesn't specifically react to it. And then the vision fades, and you're back in your room, and you feel absolutely fucking exhausted. So take 1 harm.
Ouch.
Oh.
But yeah, that's what happened.
Fuck. Wow.
And then you hear knocking on your door.
I quickly shoved the book. Wait, fuck. How do I stop the whispering? Oh god.
You close the book, and the whispering isn't happening anymore.
Okay, good. I put the book in the bag, and I open the door as casually as possible.
Rad is standing 2 inches from your face, like, hey, I forgot my phone.
It's on your bed.
Cool. Thanks. He kind of like kick flips past you, grabs his phone, kick flips past you again, and rolls down the hallway. And you have to imagine that the security guard here probably doesn't like that he just skateboards everywhere, but he hasn't been caught yet. So yeah, these are things you know now.
Wiggity whack.
So you've sort of got to kind of remind, like, yeah, I'll let you guys like meet up in whatever way you please. Are you going to go get Connor before you decide to investigate whatever you're doing next?
Yeah, I think it's best we regroup with Connor so we can all like share some things.
Okay. Do you communicate this to Adva in any meaningful way?
I text Adva and say, "Hey, you ready to regroup?"
You get like, yeah, sure. That's basically like the most minimal thing she could say. It's you get the letter K.
There you go. We got there.
Yep.
All right, so
we do that.
yeah, the 3 of you meet back up in the basement of the secret shack. Well, the shack's not secret.
Connor
but the
is
basement
still asleep
Connor's
when you
still
get
asleep.
down there. Yep.
And Nigel's also not here anymore. He's off doing something else somewhere.
I kick Connor.
Okay.
Do you kick him?
I kick him.
I try to grab your foot.
I
rolled an 8 tough. You better grab it good.
all right. Roll tough for me, Connor.
No.
We'll see who wins this.
Weird when I kick some ass.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah, you grab his ankle mid kick and your eyes shoot open.
I lift my arm up so he falls backwards.
All right.
The hell are you doing?
I was waking you up.
But I was just having this nice dream about rape. Connor's eyes widen.
Raid Shadow Legends.
About nothing.
He's lying.
Yes.
You're lying.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
He's lying.
I've never lied a day in my life.
He's lying again.
Stop.
Stop what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh
He's
my
lying.
God. I would like to imagine every time somebody lies to Wes, he feels it.
He
like
gets a
being-
queasy
kinda
feeling.
sucks. It just kind
If
of
you
sucks when
lie
people
enough to
continuously
Wes,
lie
he'll
to him.
throw up.
No, please don't. Anyway, can you let go?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Right, yes.
Anyways,
So anyways, we were talking about literally anything else?
some shit happened to me.
What?
So, you know that book you gave me?
Oh yeah, I got a good deal on that, probably. It depends on how much bitcoins are worth these days.
Well, I read some old Latin words from it, and
Like just out loud?
just out loud, yeah. Because I was looking
That-
through it.
That
by the
didn't
way,
worry you in any way?
It did, but I didn't think about it at the time. The book was whispering, by the way. I forgot to mention that. It was whispering, which is kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah, I
that
think that
normal in your
counts.
guys' world? I don't know.
Um,
Anyway,
Not. It's not like. I mean, you see one whispering book, you've seen them all, but it's still not like good. Probably.
I mean, you're the one who bought it.
Listen, I thought it was fake. Or
Well,
maybe
apparently
like
not. So
I didn't know it was gonna be like cursed or whatever's happening.
here's what happened when I did that. Wes tells him what happened.
Yeah, he tells
How do you know
that
the
he,
back of my uncle's head that well?
I've seen Dracula.
how many
he turned around to look at
other vampires with a mullet do you know?
Plus, he turned to look at me. So
Well, I'm just saying, maybe it could have been somebody else.
That could be anyone's Dracula-shaped back.
That could be anyone really.
in short, I saw a maid outfitted esque werewolf in a cell, and Dracula on the other side of that cell.
Well, it sounds like he probably found the culprit already. Our job is done. Mazel tov.
A little spooky, don't you think?
No. Nope.
I mean,
Not in
maybe
any
we
way.
should call him and make sure it's resolved.
I mean, yeah, we can call him so he can confirm what we all know.
Wait. But, well, I mean, I hope he wouldn't think it was weird that we knew somehow.
I mean, he
hasn't
probably
called to
gets
tell
spied
us.
on with cursed books all the time.
I mean, isn't it odd, though, that he didn't call us to tell us? I guess we're not, like, the lead authority on things, but...
Before we talk to him, shouldn't we like talk to the other families first?
Yeah, that's valid. I'm getting carried away.
Yeah, so you kind of have basically they catch you up on what Nigel said while you were unconscious, also about probably checking out Moonlight Run as well, the werewolf bar.
Right.
So yeah,
Okay.
you kind of got two directions you can go in depending on what you feel. I mean, you could go in any number of infinite directions. But the two most obvious directions are go check out Dracula's house, or at least like talk to him, or go check out Moonlight Run to talk to the Lupins, see if they found anything.
Cool. Let's go see the Lupins first, I think.
So, anything interesting happened to you, Adva?
Oh yeah, that's fair. My God!
What?
Huh?
Nothing. That was me out of character, just yelling.
Yeah. Are you okay?
It's
I
hard to tell sometimes if Boko is like disconnected or just answered something really quietly and the microphone didn't catch it.
Sorry, do you ask me something?
Yep.
Sorry.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Well, what's the question?
They asked you, did anything interesting happen to you?
Not related to this.
All right, great. That's the answer I like to hear. Let's keep it all boring and not talk about anything that may or may not have happened recently.
So anything weird happened with you, Connor?
Nope.
That's a
Pretty
lie.
sure he's been asleep the entire time.
That's a lie.
All right. I mean, I gotta know.
You gotta know what?
I gotta know what you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anything.
Lie.
You bitch. You bitch. Stop it. We know.
Why
You know.
lying?
You
Not
know.
hiding
This is the
anything
thing.
that I shouldn't be hiding
You know. This is
without breaking a promise that I should keep.
what?
You'll find that that was a truth.
Yep.
Whatever. Let's just go to the fucking place and do the thing.
All right. So how are you getting there? Public transport, Benson.
I guess it depends if Connor trusts Benson right now.
Yeah, I trust Benson. If
Oh,
Benson was a
it's-
bad guy, I'd rather just throw myself off a cliff.
It's time for Connor to become lawful evil.
I'd probably join him, frankly.
Yep. Okay. So you guys call the.
Connor is unaware there's a mustache drawn in him in permanent marker, by the way.
I forgot about that also.
I would just like to bring that up. He has no idea.
Good.
Vincent won't say anything.
No, we will not. Benson comes to pick you up.
Nope.
Opens the
He's
door for you,
class.
and you all take a short trip to Moonlight Run. By the time you get there, it's nearing around like 5 o'clock.
Oh, it's late.
Yeah, you spent the day doing the things you were
It's
doing.
late. It's 5 p.m.
Yeah, that's like dinner time for some weird people.
That's
That's
not
when you-
much.
I don't know why you disrespect my schedule so much.
That's not that weird of a dinner time.
Yeah, so as you
That's-
get to the area, Nigel kind of Nigel? What? No, Nigel turns into Benson, and Benson drops you off like
Oh my god. That's crazy.
It was
Ben-
Nigel all along.
Benson drops you off like a little bit away because the limo, like with traffic, is just having a hard time getting that close. So he's like, "I'll come pick you up later. Just let me know when
right,
you need to call me, sir."
Thanks, Benson.
No problem. And yeah, he drops you all off. As you are like walking up to the bar, you notice there's actually like a fair amount of foot traffic. Probably because it's right around 5 o'clock is happy hour, right?
Probably.
I
Sure.
think it's like 4 to 6 is how happy
Yeah.
hour.
It's when people are off of work.
Yep. So yeah, it's right around happy hour, so it's actually like fairly busy around here. Last time you were here, there was basically nobody, but there was also during the week. So, yeah, it's actually quite crowded. As you're like
Still not
walking,
big
as you're walking past an office building that's somewhat nearby this bar, Adva, you hear a voice in your head go, "Alert! Unusual energy reading detected." And I would like you to roll investigate a mystery.
That's
And you get a
sharp,
plus,
in it?
and you get a +1 to this because Teresa's helping you.
+1 to sharp.
Yep.
Didn't go through. Weird.
Oh.
Oh, nope, there it is.
There it is. Looks like it's double digits. 12. Okay. So for investigate a mystery on a 10 plus, hold 2. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here?
So Treese actually like subtly like blinks and points you in the direction of some nearby bushes. And as you kind of, I don't know if you tell your friends about this.
Let's see how I tap them, both of them on the shoulder.
Hello.
That's
Oh.
it.
Yeah,
There's
Treese points you towards a bush that is right next to you.
Okay, and the other is what monster is here? I think was it.
Or what is being
What happened
concealed
here? What
perhaps.
sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? I'll give you the rest of the concealed here first. So as you like investigate this bush after having told your friends about it, you look behind it and there is an unconscious woman in like an office worker attire behind the bush.
Oh,
Shit.
what up?
She
Okay,
doesn't answer you
Hey!
because
Stop.
she's unconscious.
Stop fucking kicking people.
I mean, not hard.
I push
Just, like,
West
bonk.
away.
Yeah, you
And wake
you
her up
lightly,
like a normal
you
fucking
lightly
person.
You lightly tap her on the foot with your foot. Nothing happens. Connor gets in that bush and tries to
Did I get it?
tries to like look her over, and you actually kind of recognize this woman. She seems like she looks kind of like one of your distant cousins.
Me? My cousin?
Yes, one of your distant cousins.
I pull out and
You-
I
you
pull
don't
out my
rem-
phone.
Yeah, you don't remember her name offhand, but she looks
I pull
familiar
out my
to you.
phone
Yep.
and I pull up. I open up an app that I have previously not used until now. That's just called like the Von. That's just it's like
Ancestry.
it's VHT. It stands for the Von Helsing tree. That's right. It's an app that specifically tells me who the fuck is in my family, and I begin scrolling.
So I'll just
Oh,
give it.
does it have facial recognition?
Oh no, we haven't implemented that yet.
Ah,
I'm working on it. If I get distracted by
Yeah, so
Nothing.
you scroll here, you scroll through this, and you see that her name is Maureen von Helsing. She's a distant cousin of yours. She works at this office building, the one you're standing in front of. And yeah, she seems to be out of it.
okay. Okay, so I've.
You
So
still
let's
have-
see. The
you
one I
still
used
have-
was what is.
You still have one question, yes.
Okay, so I used what is being concealed here, right?
Yep.
Is there something like what happened here or something like I can something like along those lines?
Yeah, what happened here is actually the first question.
Oh, let's
so-
go with what happened here.
So as Connor is trying to like figure out who this person it is and wake them up, their eyes kind of like blink open slowly. They kind of like moan a little bit, and you see, Connor, that her eyes are not the blood red of a vampire. They are blue.
Oh,
And you know that last time you saw her, she definitely had red eyes.
Oh.
hey Maureen, long time no see.
Connor?
Yeah, it's me, your checks app like 8th cousin. I don't know. I don't know if you add going to the side or going. Yeah, we're related somehow. Why are you passed out in a bush?
What? I don't. There was somebody in a. Like a Trent. No. What happened?
I don't know. We came here to this werewolf bar to get plastered like the college kids do. And we found you passed out in this bush, and also your eyes aren't red anymore.
What? She tries to get. She
Hold out
tries.
your phone.
Yeah, she tries to like get up, and she doesn't. It's like her body isn't as strong as she's used to it being. She kind of like she doesn't. She like can barely sit up.
I like grab her like forearm and help her up.
Yeah, and she
I-
doesn't.
I-
she doesn't
same.
react. She doesn't react like negatively to you touching her at all either.
Yeah. I know.
With your holy energy.
Yeah, I know. I knew about this thing
They
that
have
I could not
like
have known.
like that thing where Connor, like every time you touch him he gets just like a little uncomfortable. That doesn't seem to happen to her at all.
Oh, that's like super bad.
Yikes.
Hmm.
Yep. So as you're
Connor,
as you're sort of
I was gonna say-
investigating this, you hear some screams coming from the direction of the bar and see people running away.
I sprint into the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Connor runs away very quickly. As you run up to the bar, actually, like you don't make it all the way to the bar before you figure out what's causing the ruckus. There is a car that is being torn apart from the inside in this parking lot.
Oh, what the fuck? By what?
As you like stop to look at it, I will allow you to read a bad situation.
Okay, I
This is
assume
plus
that's
sharp.
Plus sharp. I have a fat plus 0. Boom.
That's failure. Uh-oh.
Ow. Well, shit. But hey, I level up.
Oh, nice. So yeah, think about that one. So the bad thing that happens is as you like stop to try to figure out what's going on here, the door of this car flies off directly at you and catches you real hard in the whole body. Knocking you backwards a good like 15 feet, and you suffer 2 harm, which I think with your armor ends up being nothing.
I have. Whenever I suffer harm. No, it's whenever I suffer harm, I suffer 1 less.
So you take 1
Remember,
harm,
if
then.
I was gonna say that the whole taking 2 harm less would have been if I did the busted, what I think is the busted build, where I picked like an option.
So you only take
gave me
1
armor.
harm, but you are winded, and as I assume Adva and
Unquenchable vitality.
Okay, roll. I don't remember what happens on a 7 to 9.
On 7 to 9, I heal 1 harm and stabilize my injuries. I'm
Okay.
full health, baby.
Yeah, so as you're prying this door off of you after you've been smacked into a lamppost, you see bursting out of this car a werewolf. And the werewolf has red eyes.
In broad fucking daylight.
Yep.
Red eyes.
The werewolf has red eyes and roars hideously as everybody runs the fuck away.
Summoned gun.
And as the rest of you like come up beside Connor, you see.
Did we get the woman somewhere safe?
I guess you just kind of left her in that bush.
We
She's
just threw it back in the
fine.
bush.
Safe
Stay
as
here.
safe as it's gonna be. Yeah.
Wes
So
threw her in the bush and said, "Stay here."
yep. So as all the screaming is happening, you see three people come out of the bar. You see Rena Lupin, who looks equal parts shocked and pissed. You also see Hank von Helsing and Vlad von Helsing come out of the bar.
Oh, the newlyweds.
Would you
Yep.
look at that?
Hey
Uh,
guys! I wave with my hand holding a magnum.
Rena looks over in your direction and like nods. Hank, before you can really like do anything, like vampire speed rushes in at the werewolf as Vlad starts like trying to help people away. Before Hank can get in too close, he kind of like stops and looks confused, or they look confused, and they like try to take like a step forward, but it looks like they can't for some reason. And they just kind of like look back at Rena like confused. And then they are taken out as the giant werewolf creature throws a car at them.
Damn.
So yeah,
That's fucking weird.
if any of you would like to do something now I will let you do something.
I shoot
You shoot the werewolf.
gun.
Okay.
Pyow.
Q.
Roll to, was that kick some ass? I assume.
Yeah, I roll with weird.
Yeah. That's why I got confused. Okay, so what is your harm rating, BT Dubs? Also,
For my gun?
what does a 7 to 8 do? Because I don't remember. On a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers in the game. Usually means you inflict the harm rating your weapon. Your enemy inflicts their attack's harm rating on you. So yeah. They.
So yeah, I was always curious. How does that work if like the thing I'm fighting is like way over there and I just shoot at it?
Well, see, here's the thing, right? It just threw a car at Hank.
Yeah, so does it get throw another car?
It has ways of attack. This particular enemy has ways of attacking you at range. But like if it's something
Anyways,
that like
two.
if it's something that cannot hit you at range, then yeah, you just kind of like either do it, or I'll have you roll like act under pressure and or protect someone, depending on what the situation is, rather than kick some ass. But since this enemy can in fact fight you back, as you shoot at this giant werewolf creature, it takes 2 harm, you said?
Yes.
As you shoot at it, it roars and comes barreling towards you, flinging it had like a tire next to it. It kind of like flings it in your direction, and this also catches you in the chest for 1 harm, which you ignore.
I shrug it off. I'm like, fuck.
Now this
Why does it keep throwing shit at me?
Now this seemingly very bloodthirsty creature is charging in all 3 of your directions. You actually you guys see Rena try to like charge at it too. She doesn't transform, but she kind of like the same way that Hank was. She tries to charge at it, and she just kind of like stops before she gets too close to it and looks bewildered.
This is an unnatural creature, right?
Oh yes. Would you like to roll about it?
I would like to cast out evil.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't that just teleport it somewhere else though?
Yeah,
Possibly.
Like away. Yeah,
I
Is that a good idea?
I would rather just subdue it here
it's
and
not
not
doing
fuck
good.
it off into the side. It's done nothing. It's knocked out 1 guy.
Pretty sure fighting a werewolf on the street is not good.
Oh yes,
Are
it's
you
much
going
better
to
to
take us
teleport
with
it
it? You're
just
casting
anywhere
it.
else. Yeah. I don't think
sorry
that
for
this is
medicating,
something
but-
you should open with. No, I think. I mean, I'm gonna make. I just feel like if you open with this sort of thing, it just puts more people in danger elsewhere, right? Because what if it just spawns next to a public library?
Yeah, because people are already evacuating.
I agree. If
they?
it's like,
Yeah, Vlad is. You're
yeah,
getting
people
like
are
there.
running away.
There are very few people in the area. Vlad has sort of been like helping everybody out, And after Hank unburied themselves from a car, they are also trying to like get people away from the scene, basically.
Let's see.
So
I'm
don't
looking at my
don't worry
options.
don't worry too much about bystanders other than the supernatural ones.
I think the banishing
And the
out
woman in the
evil is
witch.
good if like we're about to get like completely giga dunked on. But
Yeah,
like
but
otherwise you should give us some time to see if we can fight it.
The thing is, like, if I miss on it and we're getting Giga Thunked, we're boned because it literally says on the miss something is keeping it here, and that's bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can always spend a luck. You haven't spent a luck yet. If
Yeah, I
Correct.
know, but
if it
But,
comes down
like-
to we're gonna die, you might as well spend a luck.
But like it just doesn't make sense for us, the people hired to hunt monsters, to be like, and now we'll teleport it away somewhere else where we aren't.
to not Maplebrook.
It's in
Send it to Chicago.
it's-
outside my jurisdiction.
It's Canada's problem now.
I've teleported this werewolf to the middle of the Gobi Desert.
Actually, never mind. This is hilarious. Teleport it to Canada.
No.
Now we can start our second monster of the week game set in Manitoba, Canada.
And it starts with a werewolf appearing in the middle of a school. Kills
Yeah,
everybody.
they had it coming. They were at school. If that's fine.
Imagine
Okay.
going to school.
Well, if that's not gonna work, let's see. So Connor has shot it.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's charging
Sounds
at
like-
you with aggression.
It's charging at us.
Yes. After having
Okay, is
thrown
there
a
like a-
tire at Connor.
Is there a power through thing?
Something you
Like,
want to try
for,
to
like-
like hold it in place?
Yeah, or like defend or something of that.
You could go. I think protect someone would apply to that.
So I want to protect us. I'm gonna like.
Are you gonna activate your armor?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll do armor.
Okay.
I
yeah.
flicky the earrings.
Yep. The divine protection triangles begin floating around you, granting you one
Okay,
armor.
so I want to like, since I'm making assumptions here, but it should be at least little put off by our by my like holy energy. So I'm gonna stand in front of them and like slam down my trident in the ground in front of us,
Okay.
You shall not pass.
something like that.
Sure. So I could see this either being protect someone, or if you wanted to try like use magic, one of the things that it does is
Oh, I'm absolutely not using magic.
fair enough. Protect someone then. Roll plus tough.
I'm just standing there, menacingly.
It'll be really funny
Well,
if
that's
this
double
fails.
Nice.
Protected.
Yep. So on a 10 plus, so when you prevent harm to another character, on a 7 plus, you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. On 10 plus, you choose an extra. You suffer little harm, -1 harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back. I think that's probably the one you were trying to do, right?
Yeah. Let's go hold the enemy back. That'll
Okay.
at least give us some time for some setup.
Yeah, so as this thing is like charging at you full speed, you slam down your trident into the asphalt, and the werewolf creature doesn't seem to give a shit for a second, and continues charging full speed. And as it like collides with your trident, it just kind of like stops dead in its tracks, and you see a like the force of wind from its momentum blows past all three of you, but you have stopped it dead.
Damn.
Well, not dead. it's
This
still
is your
alive.
opportunity. I yell at large.
At
No one was
whoever,
specifically.
at anybody in.
I was gonna let. I mean, I have an action ready. But I was gonna let Wes do something first.
Yeah, what do you want to try?
Bad news. I'm human.
So am I.
You could try to.
I am
thi-
lesser human.
This would count as a mystery if you wanted to try to figure out what's going on, or a bad situation.
Yeah, you're the lore guy. You could try to lure it
Yeah,
quick.
I do wanna investigate.
You want to try to
What-
figure out what's going on here, I assume.
Yeah, I
Whoa,
really
what's
wanna
going
know
on
what's
here?
going
There's a
on,
werewolf.
and I want to see if I can like figure out something like a good
the
thing.
fuck
to
is
do.
up with this werewolf?
So I think investigate a mystery probably has more options. that
Yeah,
are
I
applicable
think
right now.
I think that's applicable to this, because you're trying to like Adva's given you time to like analyze this.
And +1 forward, right? Because it's a werewolf,
Yes,
presumably.
kind
Okay.
of.
Either way, historical and reference works are appropriate. So,
Yep.
boop.
And you just read about it a couple hours ago. So yeah. 14.
Boom.
Hell yeah, dude. So
right,
yeah,
I like
on a 10 plus, you hold 2. So what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
Where did it go? Seems like a good one.
Shut up.
What's
what
going on
What
here?
happened here? many questions do I
What's
have?
all this then?
You have 2
How many
questions.
questions do I have? Okay.
2 questions.
And what happened here?
Okay, so you you intuit.
There's got to be a way for me to like surmise this, I guess. So I get it's a little difficult, but
Yeah, I'm trying to think like I think this is sort of a little bit more relevant, so I'll kind of like give this to you. So I don't know if Connor shared the information with you that this was someone that they knew, that person in the bush back there, and that they should have had vampire eyes, but they didn't.
Well, I said that all out loud in
yeah.
front of them.
Okay.
I
Okay,
said,
yeah.
What,
And we-
Yeah,
why
so
are your eyes not red?
so you do
Shit
some
like that.
you do some quick math, right? You do some quick deductions.
Quick
On
maths.
based on things you know.
2
So
plus
when
2
you
is
when you
4.
saw that maid uniform in the that maid uniformed werewolf in what looked like it might have been Dracula's basement. You
Oh,
saw
no,
that
it's Jeffany.
you saw that creature had red eyes.
Uh-huh.
And you know that when Katrina transformed, her eyes were still green.
Right.
And then you also, based on that woman being knocked out in the bush, not having red eyes anymore, and this werewolf having red eyes, you surmise that through some means, this werewolf was given some sort of vampire power.
Mm-hmm.
And that Maureen back there no longer has that power. So what happened here is that Maureen's power was taken and given to whoever this is.
Damn. Wiggity whack.
What sort of creature is it? What
What
can
am
it
I
do?
ever-
What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? There are
I mean,
there
I
are
think
some
what-
exciting options here.
I'm trying to think of like what would be the most relevant since we're in the middle of fighting this damn thing. Let me think. What can hurt it? Because it seems we can't get in there. I mean, I know Connor's gun can hurt it, but like,
So
do you think that's super relevant, or
I'll let you consult if you want to do something else.
what do you guys think?
Well, we haven't tried getting in there yet.
Yeah. I just like made it screw up for like
I mean,
one
I
acting.
assume based on the fact that vampires and werewolves could not get in there, we will also not be able to get in there.
Why?
That's
You're
why
just a
range-
dude. You're just some guy.
You want me to go in there?
I don't know. What are you, puss a bitch?
The thing is, I want to like spatially clue you into what's going on here. So like this thing got stopped. Like Adva basically stepped in front of you to do this power pose. So it's only like maybe 6 feet in front of you.
Gotcha. And how far away were the others when they got stopped from charging in?
I'll say about like 10 before they could
Okay.
get it close enough to do anything like major. So
Gotcha.
based on
So
that,
it's something it's actively doing. It's not passive.
possibly
Okay.
remember the lore,
Uh,
bitch.
Of werewolves? I don't think this is a werewolf power.
Of this town. That's as many hints as I'm willing to give you regarding this.
Now wait a minute. What question can I ask to figure out what the fuck you mean by that? What do you mean?
What
what
up?
is being concealed here, bitch?
Okay. I'll give you a couple things. So you recall, because there's like 2 kind of things I want to sort of like have happen here because I think it'll be interesting. You remember that because of the pact that the leaders of this town took, like the werewolf, vampire, and originally the human leader as well, but he's long dead, and the angel leader. Because of the pact they took, they can't really like interfere in each other's business. So you surmise that if
So
this
since
creature
this is
is
a vampire werewolf,
neither
neither can
vampires
fuck
nor
with it.
werewolves can do much against it. However, this doesn't seem like Connor doesn't seem to be repelled by whatever this is. So you think that maybe because of your like hunter
hang
affiliation.
on, yeah. Say, hang on. I got this.
Mhm.
Relay all of that quick, West.
Because of your hunter affiliation, you assume.
Or don't, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still listening to Soups' full explanation.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
because of your hunter affiliation, it seems like Connor is not bound to that same rule, because that's what the hunters were made for, is to kind of deal with stuff that the other ones couldn't.
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
I was going to cut off dramatically, but never mind now.
Sorry.
It's fine, I'll just wait.
Okay. Yeah, Wes, do you want to relay that to them? I have one more thing for you, but I'll let you say this first if you want to do it real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go ahead and
Relay that.
I think this is some sort of vampire werewolf. I don't say it like that, obviously. I don't want to say the things I've just heard because it's annoying.
You don't want to.
You can just say, I tell
don't-
them.
You all heard this.
There's
I tell you.
Yeah, so Wes tells you this. Cool. There's one other thing you notice being concealed here. A lot of people are running in the opposite direction of this bar. And as you're kind of like glancing around to see if you can pick up any more information, you notice one figure at like the edge of the parking lot who is not only not running away, they're like standing still and they seem to be watching.
Hey, there's somebody watching over there. Suspiciously. Literally, is anybody gonna talk?
You've been talking.
This is also high intensity. Anyway, so yeah, this I can give you a brief description of them, real quick. They are wearing a gas mask, so you can't see their face. They're wearing a lab coat, and they have some sort of like huge backpack on, and also under the lab coat they're wearing like a black hazard suit that covers their entire body.
Damn. Hey, that's a little sus.
Yeah, so that is all of the things that West has just learned. Connor, were you going to do something to the werewolf? Vampire? The werepire, as I have in my notes.
Sure.
The Bam Wolf.
No, I'll go attack it.
Okay. What you doing?
You shoot it.
You gonna shoot it?
Guess. Actually, my teeth do more. I'll run up and bite it.
You're gonna get in there.
Launch.
Yep.
That's a 10. That's a complete success. So I think you get to do one other thing. On a 10 plus, you choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm.
Now, is this normal, or is this only if I have the thing upgraded?
This is the regular one. On an advanced, you get to do like extra, like way better stuff. You suffer
okay,
less
cool.
harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
Excellent.
So yeah,
I will choose
terrible harm.
suffer one less harm. Oh, actually, no, I'll do terrible harm.
Okay. So what's your bite does like 4, right?
4.
So this does 5. You tear at this thing. You catch this thing right in the fucking throat, opening your mouth in a super horrifying way, which is probably a little bit troubling for Wes to witness. Adva is, I assume, nonplussed.
Yeah.
As
Vampires,
with most
man.
things. This thing suffers a lot of harm and is like you bite this thing and it roars and then is taken to the ground. It looks like it is on its last legs. And as that is happening, Rena runs up to as close as she seems physically able to get to this, and she yells at you, "Don't kill him!"
I look up.
Okay.
Blood pouring out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Don't kill him. That's fuck. I have the name in here and I forgot to write it down. No. That's Gregor. He had gone missing just a couple hours ago.
Who's
Well,
Gregor?
shit.
I don't know. Somebody she knows. You don't know who Gregor is.
Does he look
Okay.
like fists sufficiently incapacitated?
You could probably just punch him in the head once and he'd be unconscious.
I can't
punch
do
him in
that.
the head.
Adva kicks it like West has been kicking stuff all day, but it like is just unconscious.
The thing is, I can't do that because that might kill him.
Oh right, so Connor kicks
My
it in the
unarmed
head.
weapons are.
And so, yeah, your fists are. I forgot your fists do
Leave it-
holy damage.
Yeah.
So that's something,
My
right?
body
Like
is
I think it makes sense to be able to give you the ability to, like, if you want to be able to harm something without killing it, I think you can do that.
Non-lethal.
Yeah.
You just
Top
have to say
decking.
like, hey, I don't want to kill this.
I just want to severely holy burn it.
Yeah. So
I mean,
you,
it's not that your fists do more damage than normal fists. They just count as the weakness.
right. So yeah, Rena.
They're not like +2 fists yet.
Yes.
So yeah, as this
Yes.
as this
That's what I
creature
said,
is
yeah.
not as this creature is knocked unconscious, it shrinks back down to man-sized, and appears to be just like a middle-aged man, who is unconscious and pretty bruised and bleeding heavily from the neck area. And Rena's
Done that, I say.
Rena's like, bring him inside, quick! I can't get any closer.
Okay, sure. I lift him over my shoulder, and away we go.
All right, you all.
I look back to where the figure was standing.
They see that you're looking in their direction, and they turn around and begin walking away. Yes.
Hey,
Hey,
They don't respond.
hey, you stop that. Hey.
I'm just trying to think, like, is he suspicious enough to fire a magic marble at, or nah?
Is this weirdly dressed guy spooky enough that I can just accost him in the streets?
Hey.
That's basically what I'm asking. Yes.
I don't know. Does West accost people in the streets that are suspicious? It's like a character
I
choice.
comment
You know?
on people that are suspicious, but I'm not close enough.
Whoa.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll throw a magic marble at his ass.
Sure.
Specifically the ass.
I think this is a. What did we make? That was just a kick some ass roll, right? Well, let's make this a act under pressure,
Probably.
since they're like. Since
A
you
long
have,
way
since
away.
they probably have no means of attacking you, but they are pretty far away, and you're trying to make an accurate shot.
Aw.
Nope, it explodes in your face.
Fuck! God! Ah!
But hey, you get an experience. Also,
again.
I can't believe I'm still not at 5 experience.
Yeah. So as
Well, this will be number 5.
yeah, as you go to throw this at the figure, a cloud of technicolor dust envelops the three of you. Well, the two of you, because Connor's already begun walking towards the building with a middle-aged man over his shoulder.
Without missing a beat, Wes just goes, God, I suck.
Get better.
I'll drink to that.
And by the time you clear the dust from your eyes, they're gone. The figure you were looking at.
Well, that was suspicious. But we have more pressing matters, I guess.
Yep.
Into the bar.
Yep. So the three of you go into the bar. Rena's the bar is empty. You assume that Hank and Vlad also kind of like follow you back in. Hank is limping a little bit because they did get taken out by a car. You do hear sirens in the distance.
Like the mythological creature siren.
No, that was the first arc.
Oh, okay.
You hear what you assume to be either police or ambulance sirens in the distance, because this was a big thing that happened, and a lot of people may or may not have
I
seen
imagine
some things.
May have been in attendance. Ugh. Yucky.
So yeah, the Rena's like, quickly, I can't get any closer. One of you bandage up his neck. I'll get the. She yells to somebody in the back, like, get the sedatives.
You probably know how to do that, right, Wes? Is
I
he in
do.
the room? Where are
Yeah.
you?
I know how to basically do it.
I assume all of you have gone into the bar at this point.
Yeah.
Connor doesn't know how to bandage people. He doesn't have to do it.
He did it once with Pacific, so I'll just say West kind of knows how to do it. Like maybe he fixed up some scraped knees when they were growing up or something.
Sure.
I'm just saying that, like, literally, I just will my wounds closed, so I don't know how this works.
Fair enough. Yeah, West. Is there like actual stuff to bandage with nearby, or do I
Yeah,
have to improvise?
I'll say, like, I will make you roll for this, because all you're doing is, like, making an improvised thing.
It's not like under pressure. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so you like tear a scrap of sleeve off of this man's wrist because it kind of got exploded when he
Right.
werewolfed out, and
Right. Okay.
wrap it around his neck wound, and he still seem unconscious, but Rena comes back in with some syringes full of stuff, and quickly injects this dude, and then she turns to one of her compatriots in the bar and says, like, take him to the back, we'll hold him there for now. And they nod, and they approach the werewolf man, whose name you know is Gregor, and carry him away.
Right.
So you assume that whoever's like helping her out must have probably been like human, or maybe this just isn't a problem when it's unconscious. It's hard to say. It's like, what the bloody fuck was that?
Well, my friend here thinks it's a werewolf vampire.
Yeah.
His eyes were red.
And
Oh my
found-
god, we left Marine in the bush.
I helped her up. She could be
I
fine.
sprint out of the building.
Yeah, she's still there, like, kind of just, like, resting and a little bit hiding. She seems scared
Fair.
because a lot of things just happened
you-
nearby. Connor, what's going on?
My friends and I
Don't know.
had to deal with what a large werewolf who was acting kind of out of pocket, if you know what I'm saying. But he is unconscious now. Do you want to come inside? We're kind of talking things over in there, and it's not in a bush.
I guess. She, like, shakily gets to her feet, and I guess if you just want to, like, help her out, you can all go back there.
So
Yeah, I'm just gonna like help her. I'm just gonna like let her lean on my shoulder and walk into the bar.
for the sake of poor timing on West's part, he might be recounting the story thus far, and at the point that they walk in, he's like, so I think this werewolf somehow took her powers. So she hears that. Wiggity whack.
Yep, that's the part you hear that she hears. Rena looks shocked. Maureen looks confused. Hank and Vlad kind of like glance at each other, a little bit frightened and concerned. And I think that's where we're gonna end for now. Look at that. We didn't even make it all the way through my notes again. I'm on fucking fire.
A lot of shit happened, by the way.
Yeah, I know. This was an eventful episode.
Damn.
So much happened.
Yeah, so thanks.
Also, sorry, Connor.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope everyone had fun.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I'm Soups, and these are my friends Josh, Swissy, and Boko. We say our Twitters all the time, but I need to finish my laundry, so I'm just gonna say have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow for
Golden Sun.
Golden Sun. Bye.
Golden Sun. Bye.
Bye.